it is. Hey, what's up everybody? So it is a cold, wet day here in December, and what I'm doing today is messing with my boat. So as y'all know, in the last couple videos, my engine has been giving me trouble. I've been getting to the boat ramp and trying to get out to, you know, take my boat out just to go fishing anywhere really on the river, and the boat will sometimes start but it won't stay running. I was wondering what was wrong with it. Well, I did a compression test on it, and it turns out that cylinder number 1, which is right here, only had 85 pounds of compression. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe it's how it is. This one only had 85 pounds. The rest of them had around 115 to 120 pounds of compression. So what that means is there's a dead cylinder on cylinder number 1. And I've called around to get it fixed, and it's going to be a little bit of a wait. And I am just itching to get out there and get some catfish before it's too late. So what I'm doing is I'm headed down today to buy this boat, because I've been on Marketplace for days and I've been looking for an engine, and it turns out that you can't find a replacement engine as cheap as you can for a whole junky boat with a engine on it. So I've been looking, and I found this one. It says 2,500 or best offer, so we're gonna get down there and see, you know, what's the lowest that he'll take. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive away, which isn't too far, and the hull of the boat isn't in bad shape, so I'm probably just gonna end up selling that to my brother, so that way he can have just a recreational boat, and then I'll just take the engine and replace this one with it. This one's I think it's a 1995 90 horsepower Evinrude. So what I'm going to go get is a 1995 115 horsepower Evinrude 2-stroke. So I'm getting the whole boat. It'll be coming with all the controls and everything I'll need to do the whole swap, which really I could just hook it up to this one, but I'm having trouble out of my trim switch, so I'm going to go ahead and replace the throttle handle too. I'm waiting on Matt to get here. He's going to ride with me, and we're going to go down, check this boat out. So I'll catch y'all whenever we're getting down there, see what it's looking like. Go guys, we're almost there. I'm not gonna probably get a video of the whole transaction, just because I don't know how this guy feels about being on camera, but we'll definitely try to get a video of the startup and possibly the compression test. If not, I'll show you guys a compression test when I get back home, and I'll definitely show you guys what it's looking like before I even leave Indiana. So as soon as we get done buying this thing, I'll show y'all what it's looking like. Yep, stay tuned for that. Alright guys, well here it is. This thing is in a lot nicer shape than what I thought for the price.
It's a nice boat.
It's a really nice boat. I feel bad parting it out, but here's the engine. It is a 115 Johnson. It is a 1996, and this thing has like the lowest hours I've ever seen on a 2-stroke engine. The guy who I got this from got it from an old man who I guess he passed away, and this was on an estate sale. So this engine's still like brand new. It's still got the oil mixing tank on the other side. I don't think I got hurt on it. I paid $2,100 for it. It had 120 to 130 psi on all 4 cylinders. think it was worth the drive. Alright guys, well it is the next day, so I ended up getting that boat yesterday for $2,100 for a 1995 Sea Swirl Spider with a Johnson 115 two-stroke, and everything had low hours. Everything was all original. The engine still had the oil mixer in it, which I'm going to be bypassing that today. But yeah, I've got my boat hooked up and I'm headed up to the shop to go ahead and swap these engines out. So I'm actually gonna record the process, like not the whole thing, but I'll probably do like a time lapse or a sped up video or something like that. But I'll show you all the whole process on how I'm gonna take this one off. I'm gonna take them off both boats, switch them, and then install the other one on this one. And yeah, I'll show you all a video of it running afterwards and everything. Stick around. All right guys, here we are. Took the cover off. So here's the engine. 115 Johnson, 1996. I'm going to start off by taking these covers off on either side. I'm going to disconnect the steering linkage, and then I'll come over here, take this cover off. Like I said, I'll disconnect the shifter linkage. This will all unbolt, come straight out. I'm not going to be using any of that stuff because I've got it all on my other boat. Yeah, just got to do that, and then after I get those disconnected, I'll find the leads for the power. You know, I got to disconnect the fuel hose, but I'll find the leads for the power and I'll disconnect them from the battery. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this. Let's cover the Phillips. That out of the way for now. That looks like a 12 millimeter or a 14. Alright, this is what I'm taking off now, is the steering linkage. There it goes. Just a nut and a washer that you gotta take off there. Don't lose those. They're important. And this just comes right up out of there. There's the other washer. Don't lose that. Alright, then this goes back and forth in that tube. What you'll do is get a big crescent wrench and loosen it right there, and that'll all pull out. But I'm going to go ahead and take out the shifter cables. I'll disconnect the gas and yep, see what else I got to disconnect. There it goes. Yeah, that was definitely the oil line. This one's the fuel line. Might go find a little bolt to stick in there so it don't leak everywhere. Perfect. I just stick this little bolt in there so it doesn't leak two-stroke oil all over my brother's shop. I don't think he'd appreciate oil all over it. Oh no. That didn't break. It sounded like it did. No, it didn't. Alright. Got these fuel lines out. This oil line out. Now these other wires here are the wiring harness to the engine, the trim, stuff like that. These wires come back in here. There's one there, that red wire. And gotta figure out where the other ones go. I know the one stays to the engine and it gets disconnected from the battery. So I found out where 2 go, and now I gotta figure out where the rest go. Alright, I'm gonna figure out the routing of these wires and I'll catch you on just a second. Alright, I'm gonna wait a minute on them wires over there. Go ahead and get this disconnected. Get you a nice set of a nice crescent wrench. Get on that big silver bolt there and just twist it. That's all we're doing, is just loosening this to get that steering linkage out of there. Yeah, I just put a brand new steering linkage on my catfishing boat, so I don't need this one. Alright, so this will just come all the way out, and if you can't get it to come all the way out right now, don't worry about it, because when I undo the transom bolts, we'll be able to move the whole engine over and get it the rest of the way out. We're going to go ahead and get these shifter cables apart. So what I'm going to do is take this keeper off right here, and it is a 10 millimeter. Y'all can see that the keeper holds on the shifter cable and the throttle cable. So I take this right off, so that way those cables are exposed. Set that aside, do not lose this stuff. And then I've got to get some needle nose pliers and take off this pin and this pin back here, and it should just pop right off, and you should be able to pull these straight out through the front. These clips are kind of weird. You gotta kind of spin them out of there. I don't know if everybody's clips are like that, but that's how these ones are. And then watch out for this little bitty washer. You don't want to lose this washer. After you take these cables off, you can really just pop them right back on there so you don't lose everything. Pop this right back on there. There it goes. Alright, here's the other cable right here. It's a nice rainy December day. I actually didn't even know it was going to rain this bad today. Alright, I don't know if y'all can see that clip right down there. That's it for the bottom shift cable. Pull this one straight out of here. Now I got my shift cables aside. This side's done. I've got the steering linkage apart. Now all I've got to do is get this got to get these wires out. I'm gonna take this little cover here off just so I can see more what's going on down here. Yeah, there we go. Be able to see all these plug-ins. Those are the leads there, power the engine. They go up through. I'm gonna hop up in the boat and figure this out, guys. Alright, so I followed these wires up and I found the big red plug right here. Disconnected it. Then I got this one here. I'm about to disconnect it. And then there's one more wire. I gotta find out where it goes. Yep, there goes that one. These two are now disconnected. Lay that over to the side for now. These two will be coming out. There's one more wire. I gotta figure out where it goes. It goes up. Goes down through there, up through here. Okay, it plugs in right there. See that, guys? So I'll find out if I need to unplug this or not. It's just looking like I do. Alright, got one more to unplug and then this thing will be ready to take the bolts out and lift off of here. Alright guys, this is the last wire right here. I don't know if I need to unplug it or not, but I'm going to go ahead and unplug it just because I think I need to. Goes. Oh man, pouring water over there. That's not good. There's fuel out of there. That's not good at all. Keep that from leaking. Alright guys, we were pulling this little cover plate here off too, just so I can have more access down here. It's just a 10mm bolt back here. Take that off and this comes right out of the way. You can get this wire free. You can actually see what you're doing down here. Now I gotta figure out how to get these wires out through here, which is just gonna be wiggling it around all this other stuff. I just gotta be careful not to mess anything up. wiggle it around all this stuff. There it goes. Alright guys, now this engine, I gotta route them leads back up through here, but then this engine's ready to pull. Alright, here's the leads. I'm just gonna drape these over the engine for now. Here's the rest of the wiring. I need this piece, goes with this engine. The rest of this wiring tucks up in here. I'm actually going to be letting my brother get this boat for a pretty good deal, and he'll be using all the stuff to put on his. So this goes right back on like that. Right, so now we got all this done. Start cleaning up some of these tools. Keep all my screws together. Alright, now I just got to expose these transom bolts, get the cherry picker out, and lift this up off of here. Alright guys, there's the one transom bolt. The other one's going to be behind this cover here. It's being covered with two flat blade, or two straight blade screws, whatever y'all call them, flathead, straight blade. I know you guys are a fishing community, so it's weird calling a straight blade a flathead, huh? Flathead's a fish. Y'all get what I mean. Okay, go get an impact and get them bolts loose. Alright, here we go. These bolts are 3/4 inch. And this engine's hooked onto the transom up here, but I'm not going to take the top bolts all the way loose. Got me spinning. I'm about to get in there and hold it with something. Alright guys, I've got the cherry picker over here. Hopefully that don't break. Yeah, that looks good. Finish taking off these transom bolts. Alright guys, I am holding the back side of this nut with a wrench. These transom bolts are 3/4 inch. Y'all are wondering, watching this video, because you might be swapping an engine yourself or something like that. 3/4. That's what all these transom bolts are. That one, you don't need an impact for this, but it really helps. Speeds things up just a little bit. Do this side. Same thing we did on that side. Find the bolt first. Get the wrench on there. Alright, we're on. Alright. That's not exactly the easiest thing to do alone, holding that nut head or the bolt head and using the impact, but hey, it beats using a ratchet or something like that. That'd be way harder. Alright, at this point, every transom bolt's out. The only thing holding this up is the cherry picker, which I hope that bolt doesn't give out. Hopefully it don't. We'll see what happens. Keep these washers, you don't want to lose them. I'm gonna get a hammer and tap them bolts back through and then take this engine right off. Alright, got all these bolts pretty much clearing. Just wiggle her off of here. I have to jack her up just a little more. Alright, we got her loose. Yeah, but it's a steering shaft. I gotta get it the rest of the way out. Here we are, guys. I got that steering linkage out. So let's try to get her off here now. It should come right off. Some of these bolts are fighting me just a little bit. I know a lot of people just knock them right in, but where this is fiberglass, I'm trying to not hurt nothing. If I was just gonna junk the boat, I wouldn't really care, but I am trying to let my brother get it, so I don't want to cause more work for us in the future by damaging the hull or the transom of this now. So it's gonna be easy on it. Work it out of here. Over here it's in a bind. Yeah, guys, just take your time doing this if you're doing it, especially if you're alone, because you don't want something to happen and there's no one else here. Yeah, just as I suspected, it was in a bind over here. I gotta work it off that side. Yeah, we should be hanging now. Just ease it out of here. There it is, guys. That's how you pull a Johnson outboard engine. I'm gonna get the other one pulled and I'll show y'all how I'm gonna put it back on. Alright guys, here it is. This is the problem engine. This is the problem cylinder. Cylinder number 1 only got 85 psi. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling this one. I got the other engine pulled, set up over there. So we're gonna start with the shifter cables. and then I'll go over and pull the wiring harness. I already have the fuel disconnected. This should be pretty straightforward, but I'm noticing this engine doesn't have a big red plug, so we're gonna have to figure out what's up with that, or we might have to take the wiring off the other boat and switch it over to this boat. But we're gonna start with this one here. Got my buddy Colin here with me. He dropped by to hang out. Get a ratchet wrench.
Nice one.
Alright, and this just pops straight up out of there. Disconnect this right here. These are 10s. Hey guys, make sure you put these bolts back on here after you pull these cables. Yeah, bro, that would be confusing. Hopefully it just don't happen again for a while. You think it's only when it rains for a while, or what?
No, I think it's just, I think where it is.
Alright, these bolts here are 11 millimeter. Who knows?
No,
She's probably just being cool, bro.
She said, don't worry about anything happening to it because it's got full coverage.
Yeah, she's just being cool, man. She don't care. No. Guys, these are some weird old wires instead of that big red plug. So, I gotta figure out how to pull all these. There's that one. Jesus. Oh, there's that one. Yep.
Was that the Cummins that was at his house?
Willie's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the half-ton truck you was talking about pulling in and working on?
Mm-mm. He's got an 08 he just bought.
Half-ton's gas. Is it Dodge?
Huh?
Is it Dodge Chevy?
Chevy. 08 Chevy.
Hell yeah.
You don't even want to know what he paid for it.
Cheap, probably. They're cheap.
Yeah. Enough to make me upset.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking for a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.3. It's full-wheel drive, everything. He got it for...
Oh, wait,
Promise you.
Cab?
Yeah, no, yeah, it is. No, yeah. And it's got a regular bed, I think long bed, regular. And, but the thing is the frame's rusted out. So he's got a... It's only in one place, though, and he's already ordered the replacement frame.
They got, yeah,
so
you
we're
should
patching
order
it
them online,
tomorrow.
bro.
We're going to clean it up right there and patch it. Yeah.
They make patches all the way down the whole entire frames on them. So.
Alright guys, now all I gotta do is I just have to unplug the leads from the battery inside the boat and then pull it back through, wrap them around, undo the steering shaft, put it back through, and then I'll be able to pull the transom bolts and hook this up to the cherry picker and lift it off here and set the other one on. Guys, I got the power leads wrapped up around, so I'm just gonna take off this steering bolt and get the shaft out. I'm like, well, so I'd rather do it the hard way. Well, this is a lock nut, so it never did loosen up. One of the nylock ones.
Nylon lock.
Alright guys, now we gotta get this shaft out. Alright, just gonna undo this little thing here that locks in the steering shaft. We have here. You got this pulled out. I got everything disconnected now. Now I just got to do the transom bolts and hook to it with the cherry picker. Huh?
How do you get to the bottom one?
Through that little hole, access hole.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the funnest, but
Yeah.
I just had to do it with the tiny one, dude. It sucked. Alright, guys, first transom bolt. Yeah, the bottom ones there are kind of getting to.
His wife's kind of smart.
Huh?
His wife's kind of smart.
Yeah, garages be stinking, bub. They smell terrible. I always hate the smell of just what's that one oil? Transmission fluid or
Gear oil.
yeah, bro. Oh my god. Stinks so bad. Every time we crack open a tractor, it's like, oh.
It's probably, yeah.
Yep. Now I gotta take off this little access panel and get down in there. Ooh.
It was the oil on deck, huh?
Oh yeah. Those oil changes. I got your oil changes. Here, hit that bottom bolt.
On this side? Your side?
Yeah. No, your side.
Oh.
I think I dropped the washer accidentally, but I got other ones.
Fish it out.
I'll save all the ones from the other one. Hang on a second. Yeah, I definitely dropped the washer, but I'll be able to get it.
Ready?
Yep. All right. Is that silicone?
Yeah. I think it's like resting.
Here, you get that big pry bar there.
What's it?
Giant. Yeah, guys, just be patient and easy and work this outboard right off. You'll be able to. This one's got silicone all the way around it. Oh. There it goes. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get more silicone. Is it coming off there good? Did it get hung up? Alright guys, there it is. We're just gonna get the other one cleaned up and everything, and then find some silicone and we'll go back together with it. Alright guys, there it is. I got her mounted up. I put a little silicone in all the holes, just around the edges on the side and on the other side. What it's looking like. Alright guys, here it is. Got her all installed and hooked up. Ready to go. We got a test starter, which I was gonna do. I forgot the muff, so I'll test start it in a little bit. There it is, guys. I gotta adjust the idle on it, but she's running. All right, guys. So we got it starting on the muffs. I want to see how it does starting in the actual water, because I noticed the water pump wasn't pumping on the muffs. I don't think I had strong enough current or good enough seal. So yep, try it here. All right, we're pumped up. See what happens. There it is. There it is, guys. Water pump's pumping good. I just gotta turn up that idle a little bit. But I'd say it's a success. I also got the transom fixed there. I don't know if y'all saw the gap on that during the swap. I got it. So you give her just a little gas, she does just fine. Yeah, I just gotta adjust that idle just a little bit, turn it up, and we'll be good. Hey, that Johnson sounds really good though, guys. So yeah guys, if y'all like this video and you want to see more like it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notifications for the next one, because we're going to be out here catching all kinds of fish off the boat now that we're running. This actually really wasn't too bad to swap this outboard engine, so if you guys are, you know, thinking about doing it, I'd recommend, if you can find one, go ahead and do it. It's really not that hard. Yeah guys, wish me luck with this engine. Hopefully it does good. I'll show you all in the future what happens with that other one once Willie gets it fixed up. But yeah guys, thanks for sticking with me through this whole video. I'm pretty happy. I can't wait to get out there to the Ohio River, catch some big old catfish for y'all. See y'all next time.